What's up, y'all? We back. You know what it is. It's Monday, or shall I say the day after Monday. We doing this Raw breakdown right here. I got the notepad. We got the notes. Just watch it. Let me start off by saying I wasn't expecting much. I saw the lineup. I was like, man, this might be like kind of a lower level Raw. Boy, was I wrong. It was amazing. We start the show. We get CM Punk's walkout. Now forgot y'all. Forgot. Now, for those of y'all who don't know and don't watch AEW and WWE, some of us that do, to me, this entrance seemed like a Jack Perry diss. That's just what I think. You get the pull up, CM Punk gets out the car and walks straight to the ring. The thing that CM Punk did is one continuous shot. AEW, they'll have Jack Perry show up in the bus, get out, cut, and then his entrance happened. This one we followed it all the way to. I thought it was a subtle shot at Jack Perry. What do y'all think? I thought it was, because that's the way Jack Perry's came in. I believe the last two shows, he just started the show, drove in, got in the ring. That's kind of what CM Punk did. I think it's a shot. I don't know. We'll see. What do y'all think? Then I gotta give a shout out to a fan, man. He had a sign. The sign said, "Drew eats corn the long way." That was hilarious. Shout out to the signs, man. And actually, WWE actually panned and did show some sign, like they did sign segments again, like they used to, because signs are making a comeback. I would love to see a 404 Heelz sign. Just saying, someone do it. Someone do it. Maybe we'll throw you on the podcast. Do it. CM Punk continues to say how he's got many, many matches left in his old bones, but then he goes on to also say that he wasn't planning on doing a Hell in a Cell, but he looks forward to it, blase, blase. He said he was ready to die, people. He said he was ready to die. It's going to be a good Hell in a Cell. Will it? I just don't see it being better than Mankind Undertaker or Undertaker HBK. Thought Hell in a Cell was set. The bar is set too high. We'll see. We'll see though. Even Shane O'Mac had a good one, man, but we'll see how it goes. Obviously, Drew's not in the building for creative reasons, probably just taking a break, whatever. But we get Drew next week. They haven't said if we get CM Punk next week. I doubt we do, since CM Punk's going to be in Chicago, NXT tomorrow night. Maybe I'll tune in, maybe I won't. I don't know. But then we get the second match between Sheamus and Pete Dunn. Wait, hold on. CM Punk is like, is his mic skills better now or worse in y'all's opinion? Because I seen his old promos. His old promos were really good. This promo was probably his best promo on WWE so far since his return. But overall, I think Drew's been killing him. Drew's been killing him on the mic. Killing him on the mic. But, like I said, we move on. We get Sheamus and Pete Dunn. Sheamus does a little backstage little segment with Kathy Kelly calling him Butch. Butch, Butch, you're my Butch. He hates the name Butch. Butch, 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 Butch. Crowd starts chanting Butch, as we all knew would happen. Pete Dunne's not feeling it. We get Pete Dunne. He gets knocked on to the ring. He sees the shillelagh. He sees the shillelagh. He goes to take it. It gets broken up. Then he reaches under the ring, grabs a cricket bat, hits Sheamus with it. And I think it was supposed to be like a hit and pin, but I think it was a smart move on Pete Dunne. It really didn't make contact, and it didn't look like a good hit at all. So then Pete Dunne got in the ring and then hit him with the flying kick. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Sheamus lost. I don't think they do that Bad Blood. I don't think that'll be the 5th match. I don't see that happening. But you never know. They always throw, I feel like PLEs, like WWE PLEs will have like 4 bangers. And then like one where you're like, like Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair versus Unholy Union. Even though it was for the tag team titles, we were like, it's whatever. It is what it is. So then We get the Terror Twins, Rhea and Damian in the back. They're talking, they're discussing, they're chatting it up. And then we get, Lil Yeet. He comes in. He says, "Hey, man, I got y'all back. I know you don't want my help, but I got your back." A little foreshadowing for later in the show. I mean, then we get Xavier Woods. He comes out and he tells Damian and them to stay away because they're going against the Judgment Day for the tag team champions. So Xavier Woods comes and he's like, "Hey, man, me and Kofi, we got this. We don't need y'all help. No matter what happens, don't come." Another seed plant, by the way. Another seed plant. So that's a little backstage segment. Then we get Braun Strowman and The Miz. They have a little backstage moment, and I could tell Miz was a little hurt by what Braun Strowman. He said he couldn't handle he couldn't handle Bronson. There's a lot of beats. Braun Strowman, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed. But Braun Strowman is talking to The Miz, and he's like, "You need a monster to kill a monster." And you could tell Miz felt some type of way. He's like, "I'm a Grand Slam champion. Like, I've beat many, many superstars in my day. I think I can handle it." And Braun Strowman's just like, "Monster needs to take on a monster," which we find out that is fucking correct. You need a monster to take on a motherfucking monster. So that is another seed planted, I believe. I think maybe we get Miz kind of, I don't know. He seems kind of irritated, so maybe we get a real heel Miz, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. R-Truth's gone. We don't know for how long, so we'll see where the Miz goes from here. I want to see him on TV. I think he's one of the most underrated superstars ever. His matches are generally really good. So we'll see. Then we get Natalya and Zoe Stark. We get Natalya and Zoe Stark. The Pure Fusion Collective comes out to crickets. It's about as quiet as this room right now. Just one person talking. That's it. And it was them. No one cares about this group. I don't know what they can do to get momentum. I don't know. They maybe have to go super hit, but I can't believe that name still sticks. Pure Fusion Collective. It's terrible name, terrible everything about this group. Terrible everything. I would say the only good thing about this group is Zoe Stark's missile drop kick off the top rope. That's right. All that's good about this group. So we're just gonna skip over that real quick. It was an okay match. Natalya gets the win. She comes out with Zelina Vega, Lyra Valkyria. Like, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know what they're doing. Nothing important, just that lower card matches, I guess, That's it. We get Rhea and Finn in a backstage segment where Finn actually says he's the man. He's the man that made Dom go to live. He was the little devil on the shoulder saying, "Hey, man, you should leave Rhea. Rhea does treat you like shit." And another thing, Finn is wearing a shirt and it says "Street Trash." And if you are on the internet with wrestling fans, we heard a rumor that they wanted to change the name to Judgment Day to Street Trash. Terrible name change. I love that it's still Judgment Day. But they are wearing Street Trash shirts. They look pretty. I believe all members of the Judgment Day at one point that night was wearing a Street Trash shirt. Pretty good. I mean, the name's kind of terrible. Not as bad as Pure Fusion Collective. But, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. So Finn's just like, I'm the one that was telling Dom to do this, telling Dom to do this. So Dom seems very manipulative. So we'll see. Or he's easy to manipulate. Excuse me. So we get that. Then we get Jey Uso coming to the ring. Jey motherfucking Uso. And you get our boy Joe Tessitore on holding the sign. Yeet, yeet. We like to eat, baby. It was good. It was good. So Jey Uso comes out and cuts his promo. He's got what we find out is the Intercontinental Championship match next week on Raw. Super excited for that. Do y'all think he's going to finally win? I think Triple H might make us wait longer, and maybe this might be the 5th match at Bad Blood, or maybe they're doing 6, 7 matches. Who knows? We never know what could be going on. But maybe somehow this match kind of ends in a DQ or a double count out or something, or a double knockdown. I don't know. But then maybe it sets up a even bigger moment for Jey. Even though a singles belt hasn't changed hands on Raw in how long? It's been a long time. I can't remember. Even on SmackDown, you really can't. It's been so long. Unless I'm really blanking on something, which could be possible. I do a lot of these bad boys. I don't know if you never know. But so Jey Uso comes out. And let me say one thing. I don't know Rikishi over here talking about how WWE is and push it. Man, this dude is the biggest star without a belt. That's a good position to be in. It's better to be the biggest star without a belt than the guy that just lost a belt that no one cares about right now, and his name's Sami Lane. So we'll get to that later, though, with Sami Lane, as me and my co-hosts like to call him. Steph, shout out, Sami Lane. We're going to keep it rocking until he's not lame no more. And the thing, well, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to save it for later. Sami, coming later. So then we get Braun Breaker comes out while Jay's cutting his promo. Jay's cutting just a yeet promo like he usually does. And we're like, oh, man, come on. Then Braun Breaker comes out, leather jacket. He's got a great promo from Braun Breaker. Probably one of the best I've heard in the 6 months he's been on the main roster. It's honestly, no, it is the best. It was a really fire promo. I wrote fire promo right there. And then he's like, how many dogs are in the bill? Everyone's going. This is another, I feel like everyone's on Jay's side and Braun's side. It's kind of like a Cody Roman thing. Like, we want to cheer for both of them. But we ultimately want to cheer for that member of the bloodline, baby, because we love the bloodline here. OTC, baby. So Jay steps up the mic skills with Braun Breaker, talking about, oh, you a dog? Well, I'm a dog walk your ass next. Oh! He said he's going to dog walk him. He said the title reign is going to be short and sweet, like that NFL career. Short and sweet. You know how short and sweet it was? You don't even know Braun Breaker probably was in the NFL. Crazy. I do. He went to Kennesaw State right up the road here in the 404. But he said he going to dog walk his ass. That shit is good. Then, we get the New Day versus the Judgment Day. But before that, we get a little Xavier Woods talking to Damian Priest earlier, and he's like, hey, stay away, we got this. So the match continues. What happens? Who comes out? Not the Judgment Day to say, or the Terror Twins to save the day. It is the LWO comes out and tries to help Kofi and Xavier. And what does it do? It backfires. Kofi goes off the top rope, knocks everyone down. Xavier goes off the top rope, hits the elbow, counts himself. The ref's outside dealing with Kofi and the madness out there. He's getting mad. We get back in the ring. Kofi's out. He's out. JD, Finn Balor, double team, Xavier Woods, Finn Balor, off the top rope. Coup de grace. It's over. 1, 2, 3. Judgment Day retains, even after Joe Tessitore talks shit about how long their title reign was. He was like, I think it was 76 days since they won the titles, and they have not defended the titles. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. But they defended it, and they won. So another seed plant happens at the end of this match. We get Xavier Woods on the ground. Here comes Kofi picking him up, picking your boy up. And what's Xavier do? Gives him the shoulders. Get off me. Get off me. He's like, this always happens. I'm sick of this happening. Blase, 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 blase. And we're like, oh shit, after 10 years, what's going to happen? Who's turning on who? Xavier. We get it. So then we go backstage. Kathy Kelly's trying to pick up and catch up to Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston hears a commotion. It's Xavier Woods talking shit to LWO. And he's like, why'd y'all come out there? Why'd y'all come out there and save us? Blah, 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 blah. He's mad. Kofi breaks it up. They walk away. Kofi's like, hey, man, I asked them to be our help tonight. And Xavier makes a great point. Why do they know more about our tag team situation than I do? And I feel it. I felt that. Xavier Woods had a great point, but it is setting up the turn. So we're going to see how this goes. Oh, and by the way, they were also talking about Big E. So maybe they don't turn. Maybe Big E comes back and talks some sense into them and gets them together. I know Big E can't wrestle again, but he's doing the pre-shows. He's everywhere, man. So maybe we get a little Big E sighting. It'd be cool to see. I ain't gonna lie. Big E would be really cool to see. But the seeds planted, I'm telling you, man, WWE, they plant seeds. AEW, on the other hand, started learning to plant seeds with the little John Moxley. We'll talk about that this week on our review show on Thursday, where my Oos will be sitting right next to me, and we'll be going back and forth about WWE and AEW and the contrasts and the similarities. But from there, I think because of this title defense, and the rumor has been that Triple H does check online, aka Twitter, X, whatever, Instagram, blah, blah, blah. It literally, I would say 10 days ago, everyone's complaining about how the Judgment Day hasn't defended their titles. And then what do we get? Boom, Judgment Day defending their titles. So I think if enough people say it and Triple H thinks it's a little bit of a good idea, he might run with it and gives the people what they want. Shit, I don't think Vince would ever do in a million years. No way. Not a chance. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think Triple H really listens and then kind of does what we kind of want him, like not want him to do, but kind of want to do? But then we get a Wyatt 6 video and a QR code. And it was going by, and I just kept, and the internet, like Triple H, I was on the internet before the show, and they kept talking about voices. Who do I know voices? Voice. Randy Orton. Oh, the White Six can attack Randy Orton? They're on 2 different shows, right? They're on 2 different shows. But who didn't get drafted to a show? The Wyatt Six. The Wyatt Six did not get drafted to a show. So, what do y'all think? You think who's Wyatt Six's next victim? I don't think it's Randy Orton. I think it could be something like a Bronson Reed, because how they're building him up, or a Braun. Maybe not, because Braun Strowman really hasn't turned on way. I would say Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed would be a good one, I feel like. But we'll see. I'm excited. I know my boy don't like the Wyatt Six as much as some of us do. I think it's a good change of pace. You kind of get that, not horror, but that kind of like cinematicness to it. And that's what he likes about it. But I mean, I'm here for it. I like the in-ring ability. I like the out-ring ability. I like everything about the Wyatt Six right now. Do they need Alexa Bliss? We'll see. Does she get involved? We'll see. Then we get Bronson Reed promo in the back before the Bronson Reed fight. Bronson Reed's promo, obviously pre-taped, and so you can do a whole bunch of takes. But it was an amazing promo. One of my favorite promos from him. This Monday Night Raw, full of great promos and great moments and great matches. So we're going to talk about it Thursday, so tune in, y'all. But so then we get Bronson Reed versus Braun Strowman. They don't even have a match, really. I mean, the first thing happens is fucking Bronson Reed tears the fucking top rope down. The fucking top rope comes off. Fucking pandemonium. We get the top rope off. We're like, fuck it, we'll have a rope. And my initial thought was like, oh, no tsunami then, you know? Can't do the tsunami if there's no top rope, you know? That sucks. So the match keeps going. It goes outside the ring, you know. Braun Strowman's hitting his, you know, I'm doing the charge. And what happens? Fucking Braun, oh God, these names. Bronson Reed chucks a fan wearing a Jey Uso shirt into Braun Strowman. Uses him as a lawn dart. Bam. Remember them midgets from Wolf of Wall Street when they were throwing them onto the board and sticking them? That's how Bronson Reed threw a grown-ass man. It was a little man, but a grown-ass man into Braun Strowman. That shit was hilarious. Then Bronson Reed goes walking towards Samantha Irvin's area. Bam! Braun Strowman crushes him through that whole, you know, that break area that always breaks. You know, it's set up to break, but it's always a good moment. Then, of course, it goes backstage. We got security involved. We got a little tiff to the right of the stage entrance, getting thrown in. Bronson through the table, up on this. A golf cart gets flipped. It is pandemonium. It was great television. It was amazing. And then finally they go through a wall. They're standing there. They're on the ground. Everyone's surrounding them. They're on the ground. They're laid out. What's going on? We don't know. It kind of like comes back from commercial and there's just still kind of dealing with it. Adam Pearce says a little thing. He's kind of dealing with it, but I this also could be a bad blood match. So I don't know. We'll see. It could be another banger. Maybe they just do it again on Monday night. That'd be cool. I'm down with that. It was a great brawl. I wouldn't say it was a match, so I can't really clarify it was a match. There was no winner. There was no loser. I don't even think it was a fucking draw. It was just fucking a brawl. That was it. The golf cart flipped, camera broke. It was good. It was good television. It was great television. Then here comes the momentum killer, and his name is Sami Lane. That's what we're calling him here until he's not Lane no more. We're going to call him here just like we call Botch, and we're not saying his name until he doesn't botch no more. We all know who he is on SmackDown, member of the Bloodline. But Sami Lane, man, he comes out. I deserve it. You know I deserve it. I believe I deserve it. Dude, it's just the same emotional Sami Zayn. Like, it's I don't know. It's just it kind of annoys me. He's just always like, I deserve this because I am in touch with my feelings and I feel like I am a champion inside. It's like, dude, he is the ultimate participation trophy person in WWE right now. Hands down. Hands down. He's not getting better, guys. He's not getting better. But yeah, I know y'all are a fan of him. I get it. I will be a fan of him too if this dude gets in a better storyline. He quits crying and being so emotional and being like, I deserve it. I deserve it because I beat you for a different belt, so I get a chance at that belt. Dude, shut up. When was the last time Sami Zayn even wrestled? When was the last time he won a match? What is that? But he gets a shot at Ludwig Kaiser next week. I really like Ludwig. I think it ends in some tomfoolery, chicanery, if you will, hopefully. But Ludwig, you're thinking he's going to turn on Gunther in the promo once Gunther comes out there, and then he mollywops Sami Zayn. If so, then, Gunther gets out of the ring. Then we get Sami, hulu of a kick, yelling, blah, blah. Same old Sami Lane. That's all I'm saying. What do y'all think about Sami Lane? Do you think I'm wrong? Or do you think we wrong? I know he ain't here, but he would agree with me 100%. Do y'all think we're wrong? Do you think we're right? But Ludwig Kaiser, Sami Zayn, next week. Then we get a little Damien and Liv promo. They kind of did the little swappy swaps between the Judgment Day and the old Judgment Day. You do talk to them, you talk to them, blah, blah, blah. It's all right. But then we get probably the match of the week. Bianca Belair versus IYO Sky. And we didn't even know this match was going to happen. We thought it was going to be Kyron Zane versus Bianca. But IYO Sky comes and, stands up to Bianca and Jade. And Bianca's like, well, why don't you wrestle me then? And IYO says, I accept. It was a banger. It was the match of the week. Male, female, WWE. Wow. Ooh, that fatal four-way. Oh, no, that was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, no, we're good. Yep. Oh, the cage match. We got the cage. Ooh. I'm gonna make a final decision on Thursday, match of the week. But, that's probably definitely my women's match. And then my men's match is, I'll let y'all know. It could be a few. But the women's match of the week, by far, Bianca and IYO Sky. Can we get a 5-match series like we did with Andrade and Melo? I'm down for that. It was a great match. It was great storytelling. They set it up 2 weeks prior. That's what you do. That's what WWE does. They plant the seed, and it gets better. That's what they do. Then Jade in the match is like, damn, this is a good match. Like, you could tell in her face, she was like, I wish I could have a banger like this, but She can't yet. She might get there. I think the best person to put her with was Bianca, but I do feel like Jade might be bringing Bianca, like, not down, but just less relevance. But I guess Bianca really couldn't be relevant, and then, well, she could go on Raw. Man, this it's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough. People say story like people talk shit about WWE. Yeah, I get it, man. I try and think it out through my mind. I wouldn't know what to do with some stories here, but I feel like Bianca and Jade eventually, they're gonna clash, and then they're gonna separate. Is it gonna last all the way to Mania? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I hope not. I don't think it should go that long. But then we get, right when I'm praising WWE and how great it is, we get the worst fucking promo of the night. After I said this shit was full of great promos, this American made bullshit we get. What the fuck was that? I love America. That shit was dog shit. I don't know what that was. That was the Creed brothers yelling at the camera. I mean, that was just weird. I don't know where they're going to go with American Made. I don't know if they're going to stick with the Wyatt Six. I don't know if they're going to continue that story. I feel like it's kind of done and over with. I heard a rumor that Kurt Angle would be willing to come back and manage American Made, and that might be the only thing that makes it good, honestly. But that promo was dog shit, man. It was bad. I don't even, if I watch Raw again, I'm just gonna skip right over that shit, man. They're like, what he said, fast forward that shit, get it over with. Then we get the main event. I guess it's the main event, or it deserves to be the main event because of the Judgment Day storyline. I would have loved to see Bianca and IYO, but I know you couldn't have put that in the main event without. I mean, this story has a bigger buildup, I guess. But it was pretty. It was a good match. It was entertaining. Damian dominates like he does when he fights Dom. He dominates. Dom had his moments. We get a little moment where Rhea tackles Liv over the announcer table, takes out Wade Barrett. Man, Wade Barrett took that bump. Y'all see him? He said, "Let me." I think it was supposed to be cleaner on Wade Barrett, and that's why he kind of oversold it. But it was a funny moment. They're getting Wade back in the ring with Drew. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But it's always funny, I think, when Damian takes the shoulder straps off, and then all of a sudden he's like Superman. A lot of wrestlers do that, man. They'll take Braun Breaker does it. They take it off. They take the arms off the sleeve, and they're like, "Ah." It's funny. I like it. I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of it. But we get the match is over with. Davey gets the pin on Dom. South of Heaven spiked into the ground. And then immediately, big head ass JD McDonough and Finn Balor jump in the ring. They're taken down. Rhea's still over there dealing with that. Then Rhea comes in to try and help. Liv pulls her off the apron. Bam, boom. And it's just a molly-whopping of the Terror Twins. Judgment Day is going in on these people. Crowd starts chanting yeet. We all know he's coming. I swear. I wish someone could have been there. In the back of my mind, I said, Jay's going to come out to help, and he's going to get speared because what happened earlier between Jay and Braun? Jay got the upper hands and speared the fuck out of Braun. Full circle, baby. He comes, and man, I don't know where he came from, but he came from like above the camera to spear this motherfucker. I was like, where'd this dude come from? He came from up here, spear Jay, lays him out. Street Trash continues to pound on Damian Priest, and Liv Morgan hits Rhea with the Oblivion. Then we get, like 3 to 4 coup de grace. Just bam, bam, bam. I don't know who's going to win at Bad Blood. We're obviously going to do a prediction show, see what happens. I don't know, guys. What do y'all think? Let me know. It was a great Raw. Overall, great show. Way exceeded my expectations with the lineup and everything. Way exceeded my expectations. And they've been doing that a lot. I feel like WWE really, really makes it a good show when the matches aren't as great as you think they would be. And that's what I think that's what we all love about WWE. They turn shit into gold, I think. And not to say that was shit tonight or it started as shit, but it just exceeded my expectations. So like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, Thursday, we'll both be in studio. We're both going to knock out the show. We're comparing what I think about WWE, what he thinks about AEW. We're going to butt heads. We might argue a little bit. We might agree a little bit. We don't know. We don't talk that much. We like to keep it, guessing. If we knew what each other were going to say every time we came in this room, it wouldn't be entertaining, in my opinion. So I will have notes, though. I will. But we'll get it. We the 404 Heelz. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Peace.